What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Darksiders 2 Deathinitive Edition, Deathinitive difficulty 100% walkthrough. We're playing this on the Xbox One, and there was a loot chest over there that we got at the end of the last episode, in case you missed that. But in this episode, we're going to start the Lost Temple. It'll probably end up being 2 videos, because later on, there's a whole heck of a lot of talking and long, long, like, cutscenes and stuff like that. Cinematics was actually what I was looking for. And all of that, so for the sake of time, so we don't have an hour-long video, we're just gonna probably split it into 2. But anyhow, so let's grab this stuff, and on the other side of these stairs, over here, come on, there we go, over here is a loot chest. There is not one on the other side, so don't waste your time. No, it is possible. Come on, autocollect. Thank you. Thank you. Autocollect was not wanting to do its job. Alright, so let's keep going. Go up the stairs. The long, long stairs. Not quite as long as the Tiamat stairs, but still long. And let's keep going. So we were introduced to this mechanic in the Nook. These custodians, and I believe they're custodians. And these things are awesome. They do so much damage to enemies, and they clear corruption out of our way, which is awesome. Okay. And in here, we have Boatman coin number 30. Or again, if you did not do that area in the Weeping Crag, the Voidwalker area that I showed you before, then you will be 1 Boatman coin behind me. So, don't think, if you didn't get that, don't think you missed one, because you can definitely go back to that area later when you get the Voidwalker. But this is a Sentinel Construct, and this is where, there we go, this is where we get Carven stone for Muria. And the thing with these guys is, that you want to shoot them when their shield is down. If you try and kill them when their shield is up, nothing's going to happen. But you want to get them when their shield is down, and the best way to do that is with Redemption. So, and you don't want them to hang out too long, because then they summon more of those little constructs. So, and you're going to have an even bigger fight than necessary. So come up here and make your way across. And we're going to go get ourselves another custodian. So, over here is a loot chest that we'll get on the way back. And this music is so relaxing. I know I talk about this music a lot, but the music in this game particularly a lot. But I listen to it while I work, and when I do homework, I'm a grad student, and all of that. Just because it's like, does good things for my brain. But hop in the water, grab yourself Boatman coin number 31. And there's also a loot chest around here somewhere. There we go. And you didn't have to go around that thing. I, for some reason, was thinking it was on the other side. But there we go. And hello, loot chest. And I don't know if you guys heard that, but I forgot to turn off my Bluetooth speaker, because I was listening to music earlier. And it shut itself off. And I also don't know if you can hear the thunder, but it is storming. So, I apologize in advance for background noise. But, anyhow. So, let's keep going. And climb up here, go across, and at this point I'm just narrating what I'm doing. Hello, buddy. No. Aha. Take that. Take that, you fiend. Aw. I don't know what I'm awing about, because I'm getting a lot more potions this go around than I usually do. And, which is awesome for me, because I usually have to buy all of them. So, or the majority of them. So, can't really complain. Alright, so let's grab our buddy here. And we don't want to do that. So, shoot the chain thing over there to reveal a lever, which we will pull to raise the bridge. Do. And go back around. Come on. There we go. Alright. Okie doke. So let's raise the bridge. I think this looks super cool. I don't know, I'm weird like that. It's the simple things in life. But we are getting ambushed. And here's the thing with this fight. Don't waste your time trying to take them on. Run over as fast as you can. No, don't get stuck. Death to our custodian buddy. Because now we cannot be harmed. And we can do a ton of damage. And take these things out. I mean, if you want to fight them the other way, like, go for it. But you're going to waste a lot of potions probably. Or at least one potion. Unless you're just super awesome at combat, which I am not. But I'm passable with combat. But I'm not that particularly great at it. Anyhow. But yeah. Slay the things with our friend here. And make sure you grab all your loot that drops. I didn't get very many drops, and I picked them up as I was fighting, so but make sure you do that before you leave. And let's grab this. Come on. Let's grab this loot chest. There we go. Nothing particularly great. Oh, that's another thing. So, here in the Lost Temple, because this temple is longer, and with all the talking and stuff, I will probably edit out most of my item management. If I get any skill points, I'll show you guys those so you can kind of see my thought process. But as far as like actually changing my equipment, I will do that off screen. And the only reason I'm okay with that, aside from saving time. Alright, so let's drop down here and get our Stonebite, Mystic Stonebite. But anyways, the only reason I am okay with doing that is because all the loot is randomized anyway. Mystic Stonebite number 15. And grab yourself this loot chest. But anyway, because all the loot is randomized anyway, the likelihood that you are going to get the same drops that I got and have the same, you know, weapons and armor and all of that I have is pretty slim. So I will do all that off screen during this temple. Come on. There we go. And you can see there is this gate blocking our chest there. So we are gonna plop that right in the slot. Do some fighting, but another gate is lifted. So, whoops. Ouch. So, you can probably guess what we're gonna do with that. I lost my train of thoughts because apparently I cannot fight and talk at the same time. Alright, so Shadow Bomb Dislodge. We are familiar with this by now. And let's go. Come on. Let's go grab our skeleton key. Alrighty. So, hop up here and let's just completely bypass all the gate stuff. Alright. And we don't need to put the ball back in the slot because we've already got what we came for. Alrighty. Thank you, buddy. Now let's just, you don't have to do this, like you could leave him there and come back for him, but to save some time, I'm just gonna plop him right here, and that way he's right there at the other side of the gate when we lower it. But again, you don't have to, you can plop him anywhere in the room. And I have issue with this skeleton key, because all there is are these vines. That was the purpose of that skeleton key. And these vines are really annoying since Death cannot dash, and I cannot fathom that. I've been playing this game since it very first came out, and like way back like on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, and I play it frequently, and this, ouch, irritates me every time. Why can War, who is a tank, and you can look at the difference between the two characters. War is a tank, he has all this armor, obviously very heavy. Why can he dash, but Death, who is far more nimble and agile, cannot? It makes zero sense to me, and it drives me bonkers. The only time you can dash in this game is when you're swimming. And I don't understand, and it drives me crazy. So there's my rant. Okay. So keep going. And grab a loot chest. And nothing good. Okie doke. Come on. There we go. Making our way back. Come on. Come on. There we go. That's one of the only things that irritates me about these custodians. And we'll be there in just a second. It seems like when you hop up on them from the front, there's no issue. But if you try and hop up on them from the back, you might have a little bit of an issue. See, bam, like it just, the prompt is just there. If you go to the side of them, you can't get up there. You have to do it from either the front or the back, which is annoying. But, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it annoys me when I'm like trying to do things like record and I just want it to hurry up because I'm not a patient person. Patience is not one of my virtues. I wish it was, but it is not. So, okay, so we have the first of 3, not counting the boss, big fights right here. And I recommend that you try to save your Reaper form. Or if you don't, if you need to use it, go for it, and then just fast travel back to Tristone and attack some pegs and build that Reaper energy back up. But try to save it if you can, because the third fight can be really freaking tough. So, at least I think it's tough. I don't know, you may be able to do it pretty easily, but especially like if you're on Harbinger, earlier on in the game, I think I've said this before, but earlier on in the game, whoa, ouch. Harbinger might be the better option for you, simply because it does have the faster attacks and, you know, like things like the arm blades and stuff like that, the gauntlets or whatever. But later on in the game, Necromancer is 100%, in my opinion, the way to go. because your ghoulies and your birds do so much freaking damage. I mean, Death just becomes a freaking tank. Because, especially like once you get them built up, like they start to like regenerate wrath and, and health and like all that stuff. And, come on. And, it just, to me, it's just worth it. And, I mean, they do all this damage, and then, ouch. And then, you know, Death is also still fighting as well. So, they just become tanks. They do so much freaking damage, especially, like, in, like, the Crucible and stuff like that. So, that's what I recommend if you're having trouble, if you're playing as a Necromancer and you're having trouble earlier on, then I do recommend, come on, man, stat, there we go, then I do recommend, that you maybe respec, check out the Harbinger tree, let that do its thing for you, and then switch back to Necromancer. But again, this is your playthrough. You do what makes you happy. Aw, he got me. I very much enjoy the Necromancer tree. I've played the Harbinger tree a few times, actually. And I'm just not really a fan, so there's more. I know there's more. There we go. Okay, so this is probably a good example here. So I was talking about the third fight, and in the third fight, the third big fight, you have two of these guys, like so, but on top of that you have other constructs, and you have obstacles blocking your way while you fight them. So that's, if I'm going to use Reaper Energy, that's typically where I do it. Get him, ghouls! Get him! Distract him! Ow. But that's just the way that I do it. And like I said, if you need to use Reaper Form before that, and sometimes I do too, then I recommend, ow, dang it, if you need to use Reaper Form beforehand, then I recommend going back to Tristone and attacking. So, whoa, no, I will not die here. I refuse to die here. I totally spaced what I was saying. Come on, guys, get them. And the only reason that I am using... Oh, that thunder just completely shook my house. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but that straight up shook my couch. So... what was I saying? I forgot. Oh, Reaper Form. So if you need to use it, I recommend going back to Tristone and attacking some of those training pegs, which I actually do quite a bit, to be honest, in certain areas. Freaking finally. And then building that Reaper Energy back up. So this chest pops up, and in the original version of the game, there was a time limit. You had to beat this entire fight within like a certain amount of time, and I'm not 100% sure what that time limit was, but if you did it, that chest would pop up. If you didn't, then it wouldn't, and it was kind of like a secret chest. However, there are things about, and I've said this before, there are things about the Deathinitive edition that are considerably different from the original version. The basic gameplay and everything is the same, but things like there are places where like there would be like a loot chest in the original playthrough that are not there in Deathinitive edition. There are things like, we have a Boatman coin over here. There are things like there are places where there were like 4 loot chests, and I'll show you that later on when we get there. And in the Deathinitive edition, there's 2. Stuff like that. And it's kind of odd to me. So there are chests that, in the Deathinitive edition that contain like special items like the Maker armor and the Maker sides and stuff like that, which we'll get in the Foundry. But that when you played the original version of the game, they were just like those fancy loot chests. So it's really weird in that sense. And Journeyman Compass, one of the lost Journeyman treasures. When lost or searching for wonders, this compass can guide you in the right direction. So this is the third of Karn's objects. Grab that Boatman coin. So yeah, it's just weird stuff like that. So, but this is where we are going to end the video. We'll keep going. We'll start from this point for the next video. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in another video.